What's up, guys? Dave Moss Jr. here from Keeping It Simple. Yep, that's right. I'm starting a podcast. Been asked to start a podcast for years now, and YouTube's now making it easier. So welcome to episode 1 of my podcast, and I'm naming it Keeping It Simple because there's a lot of people on YouTube that do a great job explaining things, and they use massive words and science and all these studies and all these big words and these big abbreviations and all this stuff. And I get lost. So I'm going to dumb it down, and I want to keep things simple. So this first episode is going to be called Fat, Broke, and Dumb. And the reason I wanted to start off with this topic is because I think that setting goals in your life, or at least destinations where you want to go, is step number 1. I think everyone would agree. Most people would agree that you need to have a destination in mind where you want to go. And I'll give you a very short-term and very simple example. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be fat. And I dang sure don't want to be stupid. Unfortunately, and fortunately for a lot of people, I think everybody could agree. I don't think anybody wakes up in the morning and says, man, let me write this goal down. God, I want to get fat. Man, I want to be broke and have no money. I really want to be stupid. No one has that goal written down. See, that's what happens when you don't have a goal, when you don't have a destination. When you look around and you start addressing the people that you're friends with and the people that you see, and you see people that are fat, and you see people that are broke, and you see people that are just stupid, you got to understand that somewhere along the line, they stopped having a destination in mind, and they stopped having goals, and they stopped trying to excel and improve their life. And I just wanted to have a little discussion about how simple it is to just have goals and have destinations in mind for everything. So step 1 is fat, right? There's a lot of information out there that'll help with everybody's, problem with getting fat. It's very easy to get fat, especially in America. Our diets suck. Our foods suck. We're constantly fed a bunch of junk. It's like we're dogs and we're just fed kibbles and bits all day long. You go to every fast food restaurant, anywhere you can grab food that comes prepackaged or fast food that's made really fast. I mean, it's a problem. Food's not meant to be made fast. God created everything on this earth for us, right? We have everything we need. We're just too impatient. We just feel like we have to have everything we want right when we want it. We feel like we have to have breakfast, and we have to have lunch, and we have to have dinner, and we've got to have snacks all in between. Our bodies aren't meant to digest that much food in a day. They're designed, and what I've read and what I've learned, and this is why I'm keeping it simple, what I've read and I've learned is we're designed to eat the things that God's already put on this planet. We weren't really designed to digest breads and processed and refined carbohydrates, the foods that are made in labs, the foods that are made in factories. Like, we're meant to eat meat. We're meant to go hunt and kill and eat what we kill and eat when we actually kill it. Not have food just lying around that we just snack on all day long. That's the problem, is we all feel like we've been sucked into this world where we feel like we have to eat all the time. We've got to snack all the time. We've got to have calories in our drinks all the time. And then we get into this whirlwind of, is sugar bad? Is sugar good? There's so much. Let's keep it simple. Eat when you're hungry and eat good food, to eat quality foods, right? Have a goal in mind. So if you struggle like me, where you work in a very fast-paced environment and it's very easy to just grab some fast food, Uber Eats something, jump on the lunch rotation with everybody and get something. If you're like me and you struggle with that, then meal prep. Bring stuff. Like, I got a box of blackberries right here. That's what I'm gonna have middle of the day when I start getting hungry, because it will fill me up. I'll have that with a big old water, right? I got a goal in mind. I got a destination in mind when it comes to not wanting to be fat. I get up at 5 in the morning, before 5 o'clock in the morning, and I get up with a goal in mind. I want to work out. I want to get my workout done before anybody else in my family and most people in my life are up. So then I'm done. I have that. The exercise is in. I can check that box. But I have a destination in mind. I don't want to be fat. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure I don't. If you're struggling to get up early and you don't have the energy to go and work out and go to the gym and get a membership, or maybe you can't afford it, maybe it's something that you're struggling with too. Like, everything in life's expensive. If you're struggling with that, then let's talk about that. Can you do 5 push-ups? Can you do 10 push-ups? Is doing 5 or 10 push-ups going to make you super sweaty where you got to take a shower and everyone's going to be like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you so sweaty? You see, we think so far forward, like we have to run a mile or run a 5K or do a savage race or go to the gym for an hour. You don't. You could just do 5 push-ups every hour of the day. You're not going to sweat, and man, you'll feel amazing. Have a goal in mind. Have that end destination, that end point in mind. If you don't want to be fat, I'm about to run into a car. If you don't want to be fat, then do something about it. If you want to be healthy, then do something about it. Just keep it simple. Just start exercising. Start eating less. Start eating the right foods. Start eating whole foods, right? There's a ton of ways for us, and I'm just going to pull it over here. There's a ton of ways for us to not live these lives that we're unfortunately living and so many people are struggling with. So many people are struggling with being fat, being out of shape, being unhealthy. I do too. I struggle a lot. That's why I purposefully get up early and I purposefully put myself in stressful situations. I cold plunge every day. I do 3 minutes in 40 to 50 degree water every single day. I take only cold showers no matter where I'm at. I try to ask questions about the food I'm ordering. I'm the weird guy. And I ask, was this made in seed oils? I have a sensitivity to seed oils. Most waiters have no idea what I'm talking about, but I say, please ask the chef. They'll ask the chef. They'll come back and say, yep, we can cook it in butter for you. Or actually, no, we cook it in ghee or tallow, or we don't use any oil. Boom. I just eliminated something that's straight up poison from my diet because I asked a question. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. Have an endpoint in mind. Have a goal in mind. Don't just eat food because it's there, and don't just eat food because you feel like it's being served to you so you have to eat it. Ask the questions and keep it simple. Eat pure, organic, raw, simple, one ingredient foods as often as you can when you need to eat, and only eat when you're hungry. Drop down and do some push-ups, do some pull-ups, do some air squats. Just do them throughout the entire day. You don't have to go to the gym. Have an endpoint in mind, or you're gonna be fat. If you don't have a goal, being fat is very easy. That's what ends up happening when you don't have a goal. Broke, right? If you don't have an idea of what you wanna make income-wise, or you don't have an idea of what you enjoy doing skill-wise, and you don't have an idea of how to monetize the things that you're good at and the things that you enjoy doing and the things that you currently do, or maximizing your current pay plan, or maximizing how you make money currently, or finding additional avenues to make money, well, you're probably gonna be broke. It's expensive. We all get it, right? Life is expensive. Every year, everything gets more and more expensive. Everyone's heard the word inflation, right? That just means everything that you bought 5 years ago for X amount of dollars is more money today. It's more money today. There's so many hands in the pot trying to get a little bit of everything, and that's why inflation happens. Everyone's trying to make a little bit more money every year on whatever goods it is you're trying to buy, no matter what it is, so it gets more expensive. Things are getting more expensive. We have to find ways of making additional income or more money, and also limiting our expenses, right? There's certain things that we buy and we don't absolutely need. And I'm not going to tell you how to budget on this, but have an endpoint in mind. Track your income, track your expenses. If your income, what you bring in after taxes, what you put into your bank, pay your taxes, what you put in your bank, if it's less than what you're paying out, then you are going to be in debt and you're going to be in trouble. You've got to find a way to minimize the expenses, at least just eliminate a few of the things you really don't need or don't enjoy. Right? If there's some things maybe you had a subscription to one of the streaming services because you had a show that you enjoy watching, but you don't really get on it too often. Cancel that subscription. It's $5 a month, $10 a month, but that adds up, right? And I'm not saying to eliminate the things that you enjoy, but eliminate the things that you pay for that you don't get joy out of anymore. Lower those expenses if you can. Or the easier thing is just find new ways of making more income. There's 1,000, million, 100,000 different ways of making money all day, every day. And it's effort in, you get a reward from it. So put more effort into it. If you don't have a plan, you'll probably be broke. I don't want to be broke. That's why I put myself in all these different positions, and I try to maximize my income every way I possibly can by doing things right and protecting the people that I love and protecting my audience. So that's my thing. I don't want to be broke. So I try to minimize my expenses, manage my budget, and find additional ways of making money. I found there's a lot of different ways to make money, and you can find those ways too. But if you don't have an end point in mind, if you don't have an end destination, something you want to accomplish financially, you're probably going to be broke. People don't wake up and say, I want to be broke. It's just what happens when they don't have a plan. Now, being dumb. I know that sounds mean. I'm not trying to be mean. However, if you don't have a plan, if you're not actively trying to improve your life, improve on the knowledge of the things that you know you need to be better at and the things that everyone around you is getting better at, then you're probably going to be dumb. And I don't mean you're going to be dumb, but there's a lot of people that are competing against you that are going to be smarter than you, and they're going to be better than you because they're trying. Put in the effort. If we don't put in the effort, someone out there is. There's someone out there that's putting in the effort. They're putting in 5 times, 10 times, 100 times the effort that you're putting in, and they compete against you. So if you're sleeping in every single day and you're not trying, if you're not jumping onto YouTube, jumping into podcasts and learning from strangers around the world, it doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say, but just pick up one nugget. If anybody watching this picks up just one nugget from me that they're like, man, I needed to hear that from this random stranger on the internet, well then thumbs up, kudos, like it. That's what it's all about. I watch a billion different people all over the internet, from YouTube to podcasts. I listen. I'm always asking questions. I try to get in the room with really important and really smart and really neat people to pick up one nugget. Just one thing. I can't change my entire life by listening to a podcast, but if I can change one small habit in my life and get a little bit smarter and have a whole different perspective on something, well, guys, that's the thing. If we don't have a game plan or we don't have an endpoint in mind, if we just want to coast through life, well, there's people around us that are going to excel, and we're going to be the dumb ones that are sitting back wondering what the heck just happened. Let's stop wondering what just happened. I've heard this, and you guys have probably all heard it too. There's 3 types of people in this world. There's those that make it happen, there's those that watch it happen, and there's those that wonder what the heck just happened. Make it happen. Have an endpoint in mind. Get a little bit healthier, get a little bit wealthier, and focus on learning every single day. This is Keeping It Simple. I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless. See you on the next video or podcast. We'll see.